There are some really cool thoughts from this week's Torah portion I wanted to share with you today. So the first, in the beginning of the Parsha, talks about the mitzvah of Bikurim, where the farmers in Israel are commanded that they should bring the first fruits that come from that year's crop all the way up to Jerusalem, give them to the Kohen, to the priest, dedicate it to God. And that itself is a beautiful lesson where we tell ourselves, even though we worked hard and we put in the effort, we understand that the ultimate result that comes from it really was God. And that was the dedication. But if you go through the story and the actual scene of what happened, that's where it becomes even more unbelievable. So anyhow, everyone comes, they travel, they pack up, and there's a procession that comes from all across, from all different directions of Israel, all coming to Jerusalem. They would come, and they would adorn this bull with gold on the horns, and they would travel. And then before they came to Jerusalem, they would send out messengers to say, the people bringing the Bikurim are coming. When the people in the marketplace, and the artisan, and the workers, and the treasurers, the Mishnah and Talmud talks about this, what happened. They would all come out and greet the people bringing the Bikurim. I look at it as like, imagine, this is how I think of these things. You have a marketplace like Aladdin. You're coming through. You got the people selling the sugar dates and figs and all the different types of things that they're selling, and all the workers, they pause, they stop, they come to the opening of the city, and they say, Shalom Aleichem, welcome everyone. Welcome all you travelers from Tzfat. Where are you coming from? You're coming from Eilat. Where are you traveling from? Where are you coming from? Shalom Aleichem, welcome. And which is a beautiful thing. What an amazing concept to be able to welcome them to come. But the Talmud says, what's the reason why they had to go and wish them? They were supposed to go and wish them a Shalom Aleichem, a welcome to Jerusalem, is because there'd be a fear if they didn't do that. The people in the following crop, the next year, they wouldn't be motivated to come and bring these Bikurim, these first fruits. But only through the encouragement, the motivation from the townspeople to say, wow, what an amazing thing you're doing, you're dedicating your fruits and you're traveling, that's phenomenal. That will give them the extra motivation to continue doing it in following years. When I stopped to think about it, it seemed pretty funny. Imagine, let's say a person decides they want to get healthy, they want to start jogging. Okay, they jog, they start working out, and then, you know what, I want to do a marathon. So this is days and days of preparation, watching what you eat, hydrating, slowly increasing your output. So let's say the time came to finally do the marathon. And you came and you ran, and finally you, after a 5K, whatever it is you're running, you get to the end, and you finish. So I would think when you finish, you'd say that was super hard, that was crazy. And whether or not you continue in future years is basically depending on was it worth it for you to do it? Was it really hard? Was it not? And you would decide if you would do it or not. I wouldn't have thought that the 5-10 people at the end that cheered you, woo, you did the marathon, you know what? I was so tired, it was so hard, I probably would have quit. Well, now that these 5-10 people cheered me on, I'm gonna do it again. Even though it's hard, I'm gonna do it again. Why would that make a difference? Either I'm gonna do it because I wanna do it for me, or I'm not gonna do it. All that hard work is not gonna be for those 10 people cheering at the end of the marathon. Similarly here, if I'm gonna do it, I'm dedicating my fruit, I know it's the right thing, even though it's hard, and the trip maybe is hard, but I'm doing it because I know it's the right thing. And if it's too hard the following year, I don't want to do it, so I'm not going to do it again. The fact that I had the townspeople cheer me on, why should that make a difference? The answer is that we're human. And there's a concept of motivation, of encouragement, that even the best of us, we need that encouragement in order to do things and accomplish great things. And we see this, we find these applications. If you think about it, you could find applications all the time. With your children, with your spouse, co-workers, anything. Not make things up, be sincere about it, but be able to say, wow, you worked really hard and you pulled this off. You did this. You accomplished this. And you never know, by saying those words of encouragement, could spell the difference of whether or not they actually do it in future years. What do you mean? If you want to do it, do it. If you don't, you don't. It's up to you. That's not the way it works. We are humans. We need the encouragement. We thrive off encouragement. And I think if we all could do this for each other, pump each other up, encourage each other, compliment, whatever it may be, we could accomplish so many great things together. I'd like to wish everyone a Shabbat Shalom and a wonderful week.